right, hey guys, hey Emma, happy Monday. So today I wanted to hop on and go through 3 ways that you can start playing better fast. I have some tips for you to help you. Also, while we're doing this live today, you can go ahead and ask questions in the comments and I will answer those. Hey, you guys, welcome. Okay, so the first thing is, and this may seem like really basic, but it's going to make a huge difference. Just ask some of my students. And that is to practice 15 minutes a day. How many of you feel like you could practice 15 minutes a day? Say yes in the comments below. When I think of practicing for an hour, it feels completely overwhelming, completely daunting, and something that I just don't feel like I can commit to. But when I think of 15 minutes, it's like, oh, that's all? Like, I could totally do that. So what I like to do when I sit down for my 15 minutes of practice is to sometimes just play something I already know. So I'll play a song like, I love you forever with all my heart. Hey, Carmen. Encouraging way for me to start because it's a song I like, it's a song I know, and it's easy for me to kind of just sit down and get my fingers warmed up playing that. On a side note, I tend to always push up the sleeve on my right arm. Do you guys do that? Is that a weird habit that I have, that you just push up your dominant arm sleeve when you're playing? I just feel like I can't play if my sleeves are around my wrist for some reason. I'm like getting to work, right? And you can set a timer on your phone. That's a good thing to do, and just for 15 minutes, let 15 minutes fly by. And you don't have to practice anything like difficult or hard. Just get yourself in the groove of becoming familiar with your instrument. Hey, Felicia, that is the most important thing you can do to get better. Okay, and the second thing is to focus on one trick. Like if you're wanting to learn something new and you feel really stuck and uninspired, learn one thing. I know, I sound like a broken record because I say the same thing over and over all the time, but it makes a huge difference. Have you guys tried it? Let me know. You can say no. No is a fine answer. You can say yes too if you've tried it. Just practicing, focusing on one thing until you get it. You can apply it to as many songs as you can think of until it becomes second nature to you. So, if we're talking like gospel, upbeat kind of stuff, so I can take that same little run and play it on all the chords I can think of. kind of plow through it, not afraid of making mistakes because you're practicing on your own, and see how far you can take it and how much you can challenge yourself. And then I would maybe even try a different kind of tempo song and try to add that to there, because the more that you can become familiar with that kind of thing, like one run in every song in every key, then you're not afraid to play it, and your playing instantly becomes better, and you're not checking like the box of like 10 things that you have to learn in order to make the song better. It's just one thing that's really enhancing a song. Okay, so the last thing is to jazz up your chords. Learn bigger chords. Learn to play chords with your left hand if you don't already do that. If you just play major chords, learn minor sevens, raise nines, sharp nines, diminished sevens. And if you know some of those, but you don't know all of them, welcome to the club. I don't know every chord there is to play or every voicing, but we're all still learning. So one of my favorite little chords that I do, transition chords, is on the 3, and I'm just adding a chord in my left hand that jazzes it up. Hey Misty, and this is it right here. That chord. And I just play around with it. Oh, hey Brandon. Same chord right there. Emma, you have helped me so much. That's so sweet. I'm so glad. Same chord I'm just messing around with. Same chord. Isn't that pretty? Just play the same chord over and over. Took the same chord and just broke it up. So the fun part of it about being able to sit down and do this is you can kind of play around with it and figure out all the different options for using a chord, because there's not just one way. So chords can be transition chords like this. That was a transition. But the more I play it over and over, the more comfortable I become with it, because here's what practice is. You guys ready? This is what I tell my band. You practice it until you can't make a mistake. That's when you know that you know it. So we don't want to practice a song one time and then try to show up Sunday morning and play it for church. Can I get an amen? Yes. Why? Because we have a greater risk, like in the 90 percentile, that you're going to make a mistake, because it's not a part of who you are. And you let nerves set in and all that kind of stuff, and it just, I mean, I've been there. You forget words, you forget chords, you forget tempos. are the 3 tips that I have for you guys. Hey, Lori. The first is 15 minutes of practice. That is going to be a fast way. I know it sounds crazy, but it's going to be a fast way to help you to start playing better. Why? You ask why? I'm so glad you asked. Okay, because you become more familiar with your instrument, and the more familiar you are with your instrument, I'm about to preach, okay, the more comfortable you are with branching out, experimenting, playing different runs, playing in different keys. It's just like singing. The more comfortable you are singing, the more comfortable you are exhorting, the more comfortable you are worship leading. It just, one thing leads to the next. It's just how it works. Second thing, focus on one trick, apply it to every song, every place you can think of, every key. Just kind of run the thing in the ground until you know it so well, it almost drives you crazy. Like, I'm sick of this run already because I know it so well. That's how you know that you're getting better, because you finally accomplished it. Hey, Chastity. And the third thing is to jazz up your chords. If you're just playing major chords, start adding 7s and minor 7s, and diminished 7s and 9 chords and minor 9 and 11th and minor 11th and 13. And if that makes your eyes glaze over, they're not hard. Learning to play chords is not difficult at all. In fact, if you are wanting to make your chords fancy or whatever, the Inner Circle is opening up in about a couple of weeks in January. It's going to open up for 1 week. It's going to open up in a couple of weeks in January. So if you're interested in joining the Inner Circle, that's where we kind of go through all of the chords that you want to learn and break everything down. It's a class session where I can see you, you can see me in some of the sessions, and we can ask questions. It's a lot of fun because it's kind of more interactive. Anyway, if you guys are interested in that, you can go to pianoplayersinnercircle.com, get your name on the list to find out as soon as it opens, because like I said, it's only going to be open for a week. But I hope those tips helped you, and if you need any more help, I am incredibly easy to find. You just message me on whatever platform that you are watching this on. Okay, I hope you guys have a great new year. I'm looking forward to 2020, and I hope that you are setting some dreams for yourself. Chastity says she's looking forward to joining. That's awesome. I'm excited. Yeah, I'm excited for our new crew that's coming in. It's always a lot of fun. So, hope you guys have a great evening, and I will talk to you soon. Bye, everybody.